A couple announcements as we begin. Want to say welcome. If you're our guest this morning, we do say welcome. We are glad you're here. This is a great place to worship on a Sunday morning. If you would, sign the maroon pew pad and pass it on down. That way we can know who you are and bring a gift to you this week. Want to let you know that our children's church signups have begun for the months of December and January. Children's church is where our kids go during the sermon time and the latter part of the service. If you would, sign on up. It's a great way to give back in ministry, and we ask that you'll do that as I pass it around. Also, speaking about a good way to be in ministry, I want to call upon Mr. Jack Collins for an announcement.
Okay, I just want to remind those of you who signed up to ring a bell for Salvation Army, it's this coming Friday. And if you haven't done it before, let me remind you, dress warmly. What you normally wear to go from a house to the car is not going to be enough when you stand out there in front of Kroger's for an hour. So be warned.
All right. Thank you. A couple other announcements. Today is our Thanksgiving lunch. So after the service, you're all invited to head downstairs for an amazing, amazing lunch provided by the church. I want to let you know that the ground rules are as follows, that you sit and wait until the line goes down, or just get in line. So no ground rules, it sounds like, yes. Also, want to let you know that the colors of the table are Virginia Tech colors, but UVA fans are welcome as well. Want to also lift up in celebration this morning, Mr. P.D. Hambrick. Would you stand with me? All right. This past week, P.D. headed down to Williamsburg to celebrate 25 years of service on the school board from the Virginia School Board Association, a quarter century of service. So we want to join in celebration with them for what you've done for our community. Are there other announcements which we'd like to raise with each other? Yes, ma'am.
I think I can speak loud enough. Ladies that are coming to UNW, you need to get your money and the fact that you're coming to us a week ahead of our celebration, which is the first Monday in December. It's going to be a wonderful meal. Bring your friends, okay? And also, somebody lost the back to their magnetic name tag, and it's no good. So here it is. I'll be back with you.
All right. All right. Any other announcements?
Yeah, Will,
Yes, sir.
two things. Thanks everybody for coming out yesterday and helping with the Wood for Warmth. We loaded up 24 loads, one every 4 or 5 minutes. We were done in about an hour and a half. Thank you all so much. Also,
I get to talk. You'll see in the bulletin today and for the next 2 Sundays the United Methodist Men's Chili Sale. If you would sign up, and Mark will be at the back of the church after the service to pick these up if you want to put them in today. Thank you.
All right. Any other? Seeing none, let us prepare our hearts and minds for a time of worship.
Please stand as you are able for the call to worship. We thank you for the many blessings you have given us over this past year. God, we thank you for all the blessings you have given us throughout our lives. Food to eat, clothes to wear, shelter from the storm, and people who love us unconditionally.
We thank you for their love because we recognize that their love for us is a reflection of your love.
We acknowledge that there are times in our lives when we ourselves feel unloved and unlovable. Give us the grace to love others even when they are difficult.
We trust in your faithfulness to carry us over the rough places of life. We trust in your love to walk with us through the difficulties of our days. We trust in your promises like everlasting and put our trust in you.
We thank you for Jesus. We thank you that he died so that we might have eternal life.
Forgive us for our sins, the things you ask us to do and we fail to do, as well as the things you told us not to do, but we did anyway.
We are sorry, and we ask that you will strengthen us.
So that we will always follow you. Bless our church family. Bless our community. Bless our nation. Bless our world. Amen.
Joining with me now in the hymn of praise, We Gather Together, found on the screen or in your hymnals on page 131.